Morning, good morning, good morning. Let me try to share this out. Still here, guys. Just trying to share out the stream. Honestly, this is completely random too. Completely random. Just getting this shared out to a couple different platforms. Probably not a lot of people up this early, but I'm excited, guys. So I'm also going to throw up tonight. It's Thursday night. It's our op night, and it's exactly that, an opportunity, for you to be great, to make change, in your life as well as countless others' lives. Um, I'm grateful to be a part of the life insurance industry. I didn't know, I didn't know. So, um, yeah, I just wanted to jump on real quick and just kind of chat briefly, not not to talk you guys' heads off. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Um, I don't see right now. I'm just going to do this just like a regular video because I don't see anybody on yet. I know that it's early. Sometimes my lives get cracking, and guys, you should think this. Guys and women, you should think this. You should just replace this with, uh, you know, mom, whatever, uncle, whatever. You should think you're amazing. Okay, not think. You should know that you're amazing. So I don't know. Got up this morning and I just felt really, really great. Um, and I just feel that great things are happening in my life. I've been blessed with some awesome people, and I'm glad that the time is now. I know that things even greater are to come, um, but it's time to get to work. Um, yeah, guys. So God bless. I've known my wife since probably about 2014, which is when I first came to the University of Maryland. And man, long story on that. I will definitely, if anybody's interested, just throw it in the comments to this video once it posts. Um, even though it is alive, but um, yeah. So when we met, I really didn't take, even though I had 5 children when I met my wife. Um, I did not take life insurance as serious, right? I remember being young and my mom, I remember the gentleman who was really great gentleman, by the way. But I remember he would come to the house and, to collect, the premiums, from my mom. And of course, times have changed. One thing I can say, about these insurance guys, even back then, I'm sure we had some kind of whole life, something weird. I don't think it was term. I actually need to follow up and sit down with my mom, to make some calls and check on some of these policies that she had in place, right? But yeah, guys. So again, like I was saying, when I got blessed with my queen, I just thought that having the policy in place that was do my job, it was enough, right? Nothing, I didn't have anything for my kids. I got blessed with a beautiful granddaughter, and I didn't have nothing in place, for anybody, and that's crazy. As the head, you gotta lead by example. But because every great man, God willing, has a great woman right beside him, my wife said, "Wait a minute, you don't have another policy? That's all you have is just a job?" And I said, "Yeah." Like, and yeah, she didn't take that as a joke. And so, next thing you know, she lined me up with my good brother and friend, Yusuf Lee, YL. I call him Lee, um, but he's my coach in the business, as well as, just a great friend. And he actually started back in, I think, 2016. They both worked for one of the local correctional facilities. He's a nurse as well, and he now does this full time, right? And 6 figures. This year, I'm hoping to help as well as with the rest of the team to get him to the point of um, over 6 figures. Like at least 200,000. I'm sure he's already on his way. We have a spectacular team, by the way, and women do so well in this industry. I mean, the women are just killing it. So, with that being said, when I met my coach, when my wife blessed me with introducing me to my guy, good brother and friend, YL, who I'll call, for the purposes of the video, I immediately put a policy in place for myself and all my kids and my granddaughter. So at the time, and I'll be transparent. At the time, I actually maybe 3 or 4 years before that, I had got myself into something stupid. I actually had a DUI, and you know, um, so I was actually put into a certain classification. So I didn't even know anything about classifications. When it comes to insurance, um, women have longer life expectancies than men, so their policies or premiums are typically cheaper. But I won't bore you with all that crap. Um, put the policy in place and never look back. And actually, maybe I would say maybe a couple years after that, my wife and I actually sat down with the investment piece, and this is why buy term investor difference is so powerful, and I can speak to it because we literally not forgot because we knew that it was coming out of our account every month, but our mutual fund account, of course, growing anywhere between 9 to 12%. You're just putting a couple hundred in there a month, so we had a good amount. Then we ran into something, at our house, dream house, by the way. I come from, I'm from the hood. You know what I mean? So my wife is as well. So for us to, I mean, when I saw our house, I know I'm jumping around the place, guys, but when I saw this house, I knew that it was ours, right? So I'm trying to tie in like all the like the faith and uh, believing and action, working towards something, having like a positive mindset, um, will make a huge difference in your life. And I know this isn't for everybody, but for if even if it's just for that one person out of all the people on the planet, I'm great with that. Um, and so, long story short, I watched my guy um, just grow, over time. I'm following each other on social media, and I'm seeing him, going on different trips, uh, sponsored by the company, which, by the way, is Primerica. I mean, I'm talking multiple trips a year, uh, man, all kinds of awards, man. I mean, I never played team sports or like structured team sports. That's nobody's fault but my own. But so trophies and stuff like that just wasn't a thing, for me. A trophy at the time for me was probably obtaining my master's degree because, coming from where I come from, I never even thought that, I would further my education that far. But honestly, like, it's just a crazy expensive piece of paper. It really has not made a real difference in my life except for like self achievement. Um, I mean, did it make me, put me in debt? Yeah, yes, it did, and that sticks to you guys. I'm telling you that everything you try to do is like, oh, we got a debt to ratio, student loans, but you can't allow it to stop you. And I do know that one day I'm going to pay it off, um, but I know that I have to kick it up a level, and I have to find a way to dig deep and help others, and educating people and allowing them to make a educated uh, choice, right? And like purchasing a product, whether it's life insurance or investment product, or I mean, we do it all. Like, we have the whole umbrella. Again, I'm going to post up in the description the op night information if you guys want to join. You could be wherever in the world, it doesn't matter. um, and we can get you filled in on what you need. But yeah, so having that knowledge, right, and having those things in place, with me being a client, thankfully I have not. We all know that one thing we're guaranteed is to move on from this, from this chapter, right, this life. um, but a lot of people, including at one time myself, are naive to taking action on making sure that there's something in place for your family. Leave them something. They're gonna lose you, or you might lose them. Nobody knows who's gonna go first. But the last thing you should have to worry about when you lose somebody is how you're gonna actually lay that person to rest, or how you're gonna pay that mortgage, or pay off this bill, or whatever it might be. And it's so crazy because I talk to people all the time, and the hesitancy is is major, and when we can go out so quick. Now, don't get me wrong, I splurge on some stuff that really doesn't matter to myself as well, but I make sure that important things like my life insurance policy, my mutual fund account, my little stock investment accounts, my mortgage, is paid. Um, so I don't understand that piece, but it's up to us to understand it ourselves. Hopefully, I can be of assistance and help whoever out there understand things better when it comes to having protection and financial protection in place for your family. Um, but again, like being a client first, like I mentioned with the mutual fund account, we had on our dream home, we had solar panels, and I posted a lot of content about these. I won't say the company's name, but let's just say they had a really bad repair policy in place, which is pretty much none. So, and because of the type of contract that you're in, a lot of these solar panel companies lock you, to where they're like, they're not going to, they can like jeopardize your mortgage or your home if you don't allow them to put the solar panels back on your roof after repairing your roof. Only by the grace of God, um, and whole lot of prayer and being resilient, my wife and I were able to get out of the policy, the contract, get the panels off, get our roof repaired, and yeah, and we used the mutual fund, our investment account, to finance this. I totally forgot about it. My wife was like, "Babe, we got our investment account," and I said, "Man, I forgot about that." And yeah, that's what we used. We spent at least a good 35,000 in repairs, drywall. I mean, I'm talking. I mean, it was leaking all the way down into my kitchen, multiple bedrooms. I mean, a couple of days, my wife would just cry. I mean, because this is this is like the big house. And but we got through it. And thanks to having an investment account, thanks to you know purchasing term and investing the difference, it really makes a difference. It's super simple, guys. But anyway, hit me up in the comments if you guys are interested. I will throw the op night information into our description for sure. And I hope to see you guys. Hope to see you guys there. All right. Um, Peace, love, and blessings. All right. Catch you guys on the next one.